go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will attempt to play the second game of a 3-game series against the St. Louis Cardinals here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. And yes, there is rain in the area here in Baltimore. I say here, I'm about as far away from here as one can be without leaving planet Earth, but I'm aware, and looks like the tarp is being taken off the field. Looks like there's going to be a window to try to squeeze a game in here tonight, but there is more rain expected to come later on in the evening and more tomorrow. So, folks, rain, go away, please. We got a win streak going here, and I want to keep going. Cardinals tonight, and we're going for a 4-game winning streak. How about that, folks? Tomoyuki Sugano is on the mound. We're happy about that. He's been our best pitcher this season, and he'll be going up against a right-hander for the Cardinals, a fellow by the name of Andre Pallante. Pallante is 4-3. I'm not even close. Looking at the wrong graphic. He's 4-3 with a 4.18 ERA and a 1.34 whip. Sugano, meanwhile, outstanding whip for Sugano. His record right now, 4-3, 3.07 ERA, and just a 1.02 whip. That is up there, folks, in baseball. He's on the leaderboard. He's on the leaderboard, folks, for qualified pitchers. I am dealing with major issues from the neck up this morning, and did everything I can to clear it all out, but it is not cooperating right now. I'm not feeling at my best, but I have to go ahead and tell you that because why is BW calling a crappy game tonight? If it's bad, that's why. I'm under the weather, and it's I've had a lot of rain out over here, by the way. There's been rain everywhere the Orioles go, it seems, and out here where I am, a lot of rain as well, and I think it's kind of messing with me. But anyway, we will persevere, folks. Can I just mention one thing? What's going on with Cedric Mullins? Mullins is not in the lineup tonight again. He wasn't in the lineup last night. He has not played in 3 of the last 4 games. There has been a question raised about it by the media because Tony Mansolino has given up a quote to address it. He says, quote, just trying to give him a couple of days. The day games, the doubleheader, it beat him up. I hope Said is okay. Obviously, we want him in there as much as possible. I understand, a long season, playing every day. You need to find some spots to give your star players a bit of rest. But, can we scatter these days off? Does it have to be like an entire... Is he on retreat? How about a day off and then a day in and then another day off or something? I don't know. But Mullins not in the lineup tonight. Adley Rutschman is also, again, absent. It is still in that sort of not quite sure phase of when exactly he's going to get back into game action. Chadwick Tromp, who was signed and replaces... I already forgot that guy's name. We had a guy on the team for like a day, and I've already forgotten his name. Hey, thank you for your contribution, corner outfielder from the Astros that caught when he first was drafted and could have been an emergency catcher. Cooper Hummel? I think that's it. Yeah, Cooper Hummel got let go. Thank you, Birdland. I got it out before it showed up in the chat. My memory did kick in. But yeah, Cooper has flown the coop. Get it? Yeah. Chadwick Tromp. Quite the name. It sounds like a 50s dance. Hey, folks, do you know how to do the Chadwick Tromp? It's the hottest new TikTok. Anyway, Chadwick Tromp was a part of the Braves organization. And, he's in the lineup tonight. Let's go over the starting lineups. For the visiting Cardinals, let's get this page up. Where are you? Oy. For the visiting Cardinals, leading off playing left field is Lars Nootbaar. Mason Wynn will bat second and play shortstop. Ivan Herrera, who DH'd yesterday, will catch tonight and bat third. William Contreras, or is it Wilson? I always get these confused. Wilson Contreras, brothers in arms. He is the DH tonight, and cleanup hitter Alec Burleson will be at first base batting fifth. Nolan Arenado is back in the lineup after a rest after getting banged up with a play going into the crowd for a foul ball. He is hitting sixth, playing third base as he typically does. Nolan Gorman, who did start at third and made a big error over there last night, he's at second base. That's his typical spot. He's batting seventh. Jordan Walker will hit eighth and play in right field. And Victor Scott, the second, is in center field and batting ninth. For the home team, us, the Orioles, Jackson Holliday is going to lead off and play second base again. Ramon Arias, who batted second last night as a DH, will do it again tonight as a third baseman. Gunnar Henderson will bat third and be the shortstop. Ryan Mountcastle is the cleanup hitter and at first base. Ryan O'Hearn is DHing and batting fifth. Dylan Carlson, whose bat has heated up, he is in left field and batting sixth. Jorge Mateo is going to get a start in center field and bat seventh ahead of Heston Kjerstad. A little bit strange for me, but so be it. Mateo in center batting seventh. Kjerstad will be in right field batting eighth. And finally, again, making his Orioles debut is Chadwick Tromp, who is 0 for 5 on the season in his very limited action with the Braves. Batting ninth, Chadwick Tromp. Now, I look at this lineup, and obviously my first question is, why is said Mullins not in there? An explanation has been given. I'm not entirely satisfied with it. If you're telling me something's going on with said beyond just needing rest, then I'll listen and I can understand. But if it's just needing rest, I mean, he just had rest. He didn't play last night. He hasn't played 2 of the last 3. Now it's going to be 3 out of 4. How much rest are we asking this man to do? I guess the thing you have to, and the other thing I would say is Ryan O'Hearn, again, batting 5th to me, the way he's hitting 340, folks. 340, the batting average. Why is he 5th in a lineup that has, not been all that good? Although, let's just put it this way. Here's the only thing I can say. A lot of the reaction I have is to how the Orioles have played for the first, 47, 48 games of the season, but we have won 3 in a row. The lineup tonight is pretty similar to the one that won us the game yesterday, with Arias batting 2nd, O'Hearn batting 5th, and again, Mullins not playing, Rutschman didn't play. So all that is still happening. It worked for us last night. I even remember somebody in the Charm City chat remarking that last night's win was probably the most comprehensive win of the season in terms of good pitching, good defense, and timely hitting. So I guess maybe that's part of the reasoning. If it ain't broke right now, don't fix it. We're on a streak. So let's not try to tamper with too much. But with all that said, I still want Mullins in this lineup over Mateo playing center field, if at all possible. But hopefully I'll see Ced back in this lineup tomorrow. All right. First pitch is now just a few minutes away. Let me get this game up on the screen, and hopefully first pitch will be on time. I do need to check back in on the Twitter feed and see if there has been any announced delays to the start. If so, we'll just hang out and I'll drink coffee. You guys throw some questions at me or whatever the hell. We'll get through any kind of delay there is. Commercial break in progress, so no idea where we are, but at least the stream is up and running. All right. By the way, folks, I did not realize until I looked this morning at the schedule, I was just under the impression that with this homestand, there wouldn't be a day off right in the middle of it, because I knew for sure we would have a day off at the end of this homestand after the White Sox series, because we have a road trip to the West Coast. You're always given a day off for something like that when you're traveling across the continent. But turns out your boy BW is going to have a Thursday off. Now, that Thursday might wind up being a makeup game for one of these games against the Cardinals, depending on how the weather goes. Both teams do have a planned off day on Thursday. And, of course, the Orioles don't have to travel. So for them, playing on Thursday really wouldn't be a big deal at all. The Cardinals, meanwhile, they do have to go to Texas on Friday. They probably wouldn't be as happy about having to play a Thursday game, but these two teams aren't going to meet again, and you got that off day built in. So, again, tonight I think they're going to try to play a quick game. I would imagine if more bad weather is predicted to come into the area later on, that the umpires are going to probably have a pretty tight strike zone, and you're probably going to want to go up there hacking, which for the Orioles might not be such a bad idea. The Orioles like to go after the first pitch pretty often, and yeah, it might be to our advantage tonight. Here we go. There is the broadcast. All right, look at that. Couple of friends walking down the concourse. One's wearing a Gunner jersey, the other an Arenado jersey. Hey, buddy, get new friends. Who is this schmuck wearing this Arenado jersey walking next to you? All right, folks, I'll tell you this. The tarp is off. The field looks playable. It is gloomy in the skies. It looks like rain clouds, to be sure. But, excuse me, for now, it looks like this game is going to start pretty much on time. I say that, I guess first pitch should be about right now. We're not quite there yet, so maybe a few minutes of a delay, but they are in the process of getting ready to play baseball, folks. Anything else in terms of notes before I turn off the Twitter feed here? That's it for the big ones. Rutschman will take batting practice outdoors, weather permitting. He has avoided the concussion DL. Okay, so that is a big announcement. So he's not been diagnosed with a concussion. He's not going on the concussion disabled list. He's not in the lineup tonight, but I would say if he's not in the lineup tomorrow, you can definitely count on him being in for the weekend on starting Friday against the White Sox. But good for Adley. I'm glad he didn't get a legit concussion. Those are always scary. You don't ever want to rattle your brain around. Charm City chat, how are you doing? Looks like we're going to be a little late, so why not say hello now? 56 people here already. Folks, 22 have hit the like button. Why don't we go ahead and knock it out of the way? Hit that like button and you'll get your little bit of contribution out of the way super quick. Bill, how you doing? Janet, Joel, Jeremiah, Ryan. Oh, by the way, first pitch. It's already starting, so we're just about on time. And I will address the chat here in the next half inning. We are underway. First pitch to Nootbaar from Sugano, ball one. Lars Nootbaar. There's a strike. The count even up at 1-1. Nootbaar is hitting .239 coming into tonight's play. 7 homers, 25 driven in. This pitch is low and away from Sugano. 2-1 the count. Same uniforms as Memorial Day. Classic road jerseys for St. Louis. Classic home jerseys for the Orioles. Here's a check swing, and Nootbaar does not go. Sugano falls behind 3-1 to the first batter. Sugano does not walk a lot of guys. That ball's lined into right center field, a base hit over the head of second baseman Holiday. So Sugano fell behind. He doesn't like to walk guys, so that means you're going to get a strike to hit, and that one was right over the heart of the plate. Nootbaar, I think we should be happy that it's only a single, to be honest. So the leadoff man on for the Cardinals. Mason Wynn up to hit next. And he takes a called strike. Wynn is hitting .257. 6 home runs, 17 driven in. 0-1 pitch fouled away, and the count 0-2. The Orioles won 5-2 last night, which gave them their first 3-game win streak of the season. It only took game 53 to get there. Tonight is game 54, which once this game is over, that is 1/3 of the season in the books. 0-2 pitch breaks outside, 1-2. That means we have 108 more games to play after tonight, folks. Let's take it one game at a time, and let's go. This ball's bounced foul down the left side. That's right, folks. Goo has taken over Charm City. Still 1-2 on Wynn. Sugano from the belt. The pitch way outside. Not close. 2-2. Come on, Tomo. Let's settle in, buddy. Here comes the next pitch. That ball's fouled back. Long AB going here with Mason Wynn. Still 2-2. Newt Barr at first. Not sure how much of a base stealer he is. Surely he has some speed as a leadoff hitter, but he hasn't tried to run yet. 2-2. Laid off. Oh, no, he's rung up on a check swing. Mason Wynn can't believe the call. He doesn't think he swung. Folks, we'll take it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That ball bounced into the catcher's glove, and Wynn is out on a check swing, and he can't believe it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
One away for Ivan Herrera, and he looks at a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Herrera, again, has been on a tear. He hasn't played a full complement of games this season, but in the time he has played, 22 games, has an OPS over 1,000. And the average right now at 370. The 1-1 pitch is chopped foul off to the left. Has to be said, folks, a lot of empty seats. I'm looking at the side angle of Sugano between pitches, and you look over his shoulder, and it's nothing but a sea of empty green seats. The 1-2 pitch, low and in, 2-2. For those looking for a Sugano pants update tonight, I haven't had a good look yet. But you know me, I report everything. 2-2 pitch, that is in the it's in the left center field for a base hit. And going to third base is Newt Barr. Cardinals have runners at the corners with only one out. Sugano in trouble here in the first inning with the big bat of Contreras coming up next. Now, we'll say this. Contreras is a good double play candidate. Good double play candidate. We get a ground ball, we get out of this. All right, here we go. First pitch. That is, come on, Blue. Don't give up on that pitch. That's a strike. Sugano hits the inside edge. It's called a ball. Not a good time to get squeezed. 1-0. Chopped foul off to the left. 1-1. Sugano's only a pitch away from throwing 20 in the first. Just one out on the board. Here comes a pitch. It's low and away. That was number 20. 2-1 the count on Contreras. Here is the 2-1 pitch. Low, laid off. Sugano having some command issues here. It is now 3-1 on a dangerous hitter with runners on base. We need a quality pitch right here. Here it comes. There's a called strike, and that was a quality pitch. Just caught the outside corner at the knees. The count is full. Herrera, the runner at first, might be off with this 3-2 pitch. Try to help avoid that double play. Here comes the payoff pitch. Lined up the middle. It is a base hit. Runner at first was running off with the pitch, but he stops at second. But a run does score. It is 1-0 St. Louis. Still only one out in the inning. Oh, we need to stop the bleeding quick. We have gotten a cut. Now we need to stop the bleeding. First and second, one out. The Cardinals ahead 1-0 here in the top of the first. And that'll bring up Alec Burleson, who did not play last night. First pitch here is ball one. Sugano not getting ahead of hitters. And when he falls behind and has to throw a pitch in the zone, he's getting hit hard. 3 hits given up in the inning already. The 1-0. That one's hit to left. Come on, slice out of the way. That is foul down the left field corner. Here comes the 1-1 to Burleson. Curveball, that is off the plate outside. This is not very Sugano-y right now. The 2-1 pitch. That one's lined, base hit in the left. Are they going to send the runner home? No. They put the brakes on the runner at third. The bases are loaded now. 4th hit given up by Sugano. I would say we are due for a mound visit at this point. Bring out the interpreter if you need to. Nolan Arenado, who is likely on his way to the Hall of Fame, he is due up next. And there is Drew French out with the interpreter to have a chat with Sugano. A double play ball would make all this not so hard to deal with, folks. But a big hit right here would be a backbreaker. So we got a critical moment in the ball game before we've even had a chance to swing a bat. Here comes the first pitch. Pop straight up on the infield. Just what the doctor ordered. Arias at third base makes the catch. 2 down. All right, folks. Let's get through this. Arenado pops out on the infield. Here is Nolan Gorman. He had a couple of hits last night. I think the Cardinals only had 4 hits. He had 2 of them. So don't take this at bat lightly either. We've got one more hill to climb here. Pitch to him is in the dirt for ball 1. Again, falling behind, not getting a first pitch strike. And the Cardinals don't seem all that interested in trying to pounce on a first pitch. I think Sugano has established that's outside. He is just not hitting his spots. You can see it. It's almost, I mean, I'm not good at breaking down a pitcher's mechanics, folks, but It just feels like he's not following all the way through with his pitches. This pitch is popped up, fouled straight back. 2-1 the count now on Nolan Gorman. Even with those 2 hits last night, his average just at 188. Which happens to also be his career average with the bases loaded. Up the middle, Sugano has it. Over to first in time. Sugano stuck the glove down on a ground ball that was ticketed up the middle. Couldn't tell you if anybody else would have gotten to it and made the out, but Sugano made it easy. And we do get out of that giant jam with minimal damage. The Cardinals do scratch a run across, but they'll tell you they wanted more. A lot of pitches, 32 thrown in the inning. That is probably going to have an effect on how long he can go tonight. But, yeah, 4 hits in an inning and you only give up the 1 run. I think you have to take that and say on to the next inning, folks. Bottom of the first, Cardinals 1, the Orioles coming up. That's all right, Sugar. Or, you know, if you want me to call you your other name. Oh, that's not it. What's Sugar's other name? I forgot. I put it in here somewhere. Oh, right here.
Check out the big brain on Brad.
Brad. No, it's Brad. Janet posted a Instagram photo, I'm assuming, of the clubhouse locker of Sugano, and whether it was his doing, I would probably assume a teammate did this, but it's just a giant piece of like masking tape next to his last name and penciled in with some Sharpie the name Brad Sugano for some reason. So we got...
Check out the big brain on Brad.
And we still have the good old-fashioned... So no matter which way you want to go, we got you covered here, folks. Sugar, Brad, Tomo, Maki Roll, whatever you want to call him. Well, that sounds kind of racist. It's a joke about his junk, okay? It's a cultural tie-in to the junk. It's not it's not insensitive, is it? I hope not. Holiday takes ball 1, folks. And this ball's hit right back to the pitcher on a bounce. Jackson's retired quickly. 1 away. Mountcastle's OPS is 575. He's hitting 4th. Ryan O'Hearn's OPS is 969, and he's batting 5th. Tell me why O'Hearn is hitting behind Mountcastle, particularly against a right-handed pitcher. I can't tell you why. This pitch to Arias is inside for ball 1.
I have a brother.
I mean, 400 points higher in OPS? I think that deserves move up the lineup, at least over Mountcastle. Foul ball, the count is 1-1 on Arias. He's at a healthy 274 average and playing a hell of a third base with the glove. He's my Gold Glover of the team so far. This ball's hit slowly to short. A couple of bounces. Throw to first, though, will be in time. Arias down on a grounder 6-3. Gunnar Henderson. 256, the current average.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
How's that going? Is she putting out yet? Gunnar takes a first pitch strike. Fastball up on the inside edge. Come on, Gunnar. How about you tie this ball game up? You're due for a bomb, aren't you? That ball's chopped to short, and Gunnar is retired. By the way, Gunnar is one hit shy of his 400th major league hit, but it won't happen here. We'll have to wait at least another at-bat. The Orioles go quietly in the first. Very, very quietly. Boy, if O'Hearn was part of the top three in the order, we might have seen him try to do something with this first inning, but he'll be up in the second. 1-0 Cardinals. What is going on around the league, folks? And where's all the other stuff? Oh, I'm sorry. I've been over on this screen the whole time. I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, I left off trying to say hello to people, and now we're so far into the game, I'm not sure if I'm going to catch everybody, but Janet, Joel, Jeremiah, Ryan, Mazzo, Baxter, David, Birdland, Froggy, Quentin, Daniel, George, this is Jeremiah, Edward. Did I get you? Slater? Another? Is that a different Edward? I don't know. This is why it's so hard to do. I start to think, I've already said that name, but have I said that name? I don't know. Ravori Sports, Evan. Ms. Janet, did I get your name in already? I'm doing terrible tonight, folks. Well, what a good sign is there is a lot of chatter in the Charm City chat tonight. Folks are ready to talk. It's amazing. You win a few games in a row. Everybody's ready to have a chat. AB Normal is here. Booty Smacker back for a second straight game. Color me surprised. I'm glad to have you, buddy. St. Louis Rocks. I got a feeling I know who you're here to root for, which is perfectly fine. First pitch strike from Sugano leading off the top of the second. Jordan Walker at the plate. Chilo, Northern Grower. Would I trade Holiday for Skeens? Unpopular opinion around here, I'm sure, but for me the answer is yes. But for that particular trade, it's like Holiday and maybe one low-level prospect thrown in if Pittsburgh thinks a straight-up deal isn't enough. But yeah, I would. I know it's unpopular. I know Jackson looks exciting. He looks like a generational talent, but I think Skeens is a generational talent that has already made his mark as one, and I feel like, you got 9 hitters in a given ball game. You got one pitcher. It just, to me, an elite starting pitcher is more valuable than just about anything else you can have. And here's a ground ball through the hole into center field. Another hit given up by Sugano. He's given up 5 hits to the first 8 batters. And this is not a good night. That ball right over the heart of the plate again. A hanger. This is not typical Sugano. But yeah, Gunnar or Holiday. If I were to trade one of those two guys, I know that I could have an infield right now of Arias, Westberg, and whichever those two guys I didn't deal. And to me, that's still a pretty good infield with Mayo still in the pipeline, and now you got an ace. Here's a called strike to Victor Scott II. Oh, yeah. Sure. If I can play Monday morning quarterback, I'm taking Bobby Witt Jr. in that draft all day. And if I had even more of a crystal ball, knowing that Sam Basayo was going to be working his way up as an international signing, then yeah, I definitely would have gone B-Witt. Bobby Witt Jr. is just such a ridiculous talent. He's the fastest player in the league. The fastest. I just saw a graphic that showed the fastest players at each position. I was assuming Ellie De La Cruz was quicker. But no, he's faster than Ellie. Swing and a miss. Sugano gets a strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
One out, runner at first. And back to the top of the order for Nootbaar. There's a curveball. That looked good. Or they're calling that a sweeper. Okay. Either way, good first breaking ball pitch to get ahead of Nootbaar, 0-1. Steve Blake's son. Oh, no. That ball is launched, and that ball is gonna go. Six hits given up by Sugano through an inning and a third, and one has finally left the yard. It's a 2-run homer, and the Cardinals lead it 3-0. It's not Sugano's night. It is not Sugano's night, folks. We're living in the upside down, folks, where Trevor Rogers and Charlie Morton's pitching gems, and Sugano is up there getting hit around. Mason Wynn takes a first pitch strike, and that was a bit of a generous call. That looked a bit inside. Oh, 1 pitch. Now Sugano clips the outside corner. That's the best 2-pitch sequence he's shown so far tonight. He gets ahead of Win here 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. 2 runs in for the Cardinals. They lead it 3-0 in the second. This ball in on the hands. Mason Wynn turns on it and fouls it off. Folks, 88 people are watching. 51 have hit the like. We got 37 people right now that could take just 1 second out of their evening to tap that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. This ball's lifted to left center field. Mateo will make the catch for the second out. 47 pitches from Sugano. 2 down in the second inning. And here's Ivan Herrera. That's a called strike. Froggy, I think if he gets into one more bad inning, that'll be it. The thing is, right now, we don't really have a long man. Morton is kind of in the rotation until he's not. I do think Rogers will get put back into the rotation next time around. But Morton's start was just yesterday, right? So he's not really a long man option, and we don't really have another one in the pen. So if we were to go there early, here's a ground ball to short. Gunnar scoops it up over to first in time to complete the inning. But the Cardinals scored twice more on a 2-run homer by Lars Nootbaar to right field. On to the bottom of the second, it's St. Louis 3, the Orioles nothing. So yeah, I would think it's going to take 5 runs on the board before the Orioles even consider going to the pen. Because if you go now, you're going to probably use 5, maybe 6 guys. And then tomorrow, that's not going to help once you need to go back to the pen again. Now, if this was tomorrow's game, knowing that there's a day off the next day, then yeah, I'd be more open to going to the pin earlier. But without a long man, am I taking too much time explaining this? I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 3-0. And if this game ends with the Cardinals on 3 runs and we don't win, that's a problem on the offense. Let's score some runs. We're hitting around that 5-run mark a game lately. We just got to settle down and start scoring some runs. Or if it's another really bad inning, let's just pray for the rain to come in and wipe this game out to where it's completely canceled and none of these stats even count. That's always an option. Joel, yeah, Aiken is in his usual pattern of pitching pretty much every other game. That's a good idea, Joel. Yeah, let's fake a rain delay by getting Mr. Splash to splash the infield and rain on the umps. Ryan Mountcastle leading it off in the 2nd inning.
Okay, mount up.
The 0-1 pitch. Low and in. By the way, folks, if you were around for yesterday's game, we had a little fun with Joel in the chat. Joel was convinced that Morton needed to hurry up and get taken out of the game, and he was worried the game was going to get out of hand. Swing and a miss by Mountie, the count 1-2. I told, hey, Joel, do yourself a favor, man. Just take a break, go walk the dog while Morton's out there to pitch. Come on back, and I'll promise you everything will be okay. This pitch is low and away, 2-2 on Mountcastle. So, once we found out that Joel had actually left to walk the dog, we plotted, we schemed, we pranked. We set it up for where Joel returned to the chat. We all pretended like Morton had crapped the bed. Here's a ground ball, and that's a fair one down the right field line. Mountcastle, bit of a bobble there in right field. He's going to get to second base. Folks, it's a leadoff double. Just what we needed. Splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Yeah, the one drawback to the prank was knowing that the scoreboard up here was showing the Orioles were winning. But, I went with the whole, it's a glitch. The score's not right. And I think Joel bought it. It was all in good fun. Folks, everybody, stop what you're doing and look at the screen. It's Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
First at bat of the night. It took too long to get there. That pitch is up and in. And he lays off. The count is 1-1. Mountie at second, nobody out. O'Hearn at the plate. The 1-1. Up and in. O'Hearn has to turn out of the way. Folks. All right, here we go. That's called a strike, knee high on the inner half of the plate. Count even up at 2-2, folks. Mountcastle at second, nobody out. The 2-2 to O'Hearn. Swing and a miss. He chased a pitch that dipped all the way down to the dirt. Mountcastle still at second base. O'Hearn retired. I kind of want to severely overpay to extend him, Birdland. I feel like if we move Mountcastle on and just use Mayo as that guy to fill his spot, and we maintain this sort of symbiotic relationship where Mountie and O'Hearn kind of play together, but also platoon, you can just use Mayo. And with Mayo, you can make that division of playing time a little more in O'Hearn's favor, because until Mayo proves something, you give it like a 75-25 split, with O'Hearn making 75% of the starts, say, at first base or DH. Actually, I want him in the lineup more than that. That's sitting every 4 games. Let's pump it up to 80%. Mayo can get 20% at starts at DH or first, and then maybe another spot start at third base once in a while. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I think if you move Mountcastle and keep O'Hearn, you plug in Mayo, that could work. Two and two on Carlson. 176 the average, but he's swinging a hot bat. This pitch is fouled away. Still 2-2. Runner at second, 1 out in the bottom of the second. Leadoff double from Mountcastle. The Orioles down 3. They really need to cash that run in and try to start chipping away at this lead. 2-2 pitch. Laid off. That's the same pitch O'Hearn struck out on. Carlson lays off. Full count. Come on, folks. No, Birdland, I don't think so. I mean, I think the team, if anything, the fans overestimated Mayo more than the team. I mean, the team, swing and a miss. Carlson strikes out. Second out of the inning. And that'll get Mateo up. Yeah, I mean, you know, if it was an overestimation, I think we would have seen Kjerstad get integrated in the team faster than he has. And the same with Mayo. Both of those guys have sort of been gradually introduced. And without a whole lot of production on a consistent basis, particularly with Mayo, they're okay with waiting until the next, opportunity that makes sense comes to give them another shot. So yeah, I don't think it's an overestimation on what they thought they could do, because if that were the case, they would be playing more, and the Mayo would at least be up with the team. 1-1 the count on Mateo. That ball's popped up, out of play. I'm not a hitting coach. You see, stuff like that, I don't know. I know game management. I do. I could be a manager, but I can't be a coach. There's technical stuff I don't know anything about. I'd be up there. I'd be laughed out of the batting cage after talking for 2 minutes as a hitting coach. You put me on there as a bench coach, I'll take that. Uh, 2-2 on Mateo. Come on, Jorge. We need a 2-out knock. A pitch from Pallante. That one's back over the middle, but right to the second baseman, Gorman, over to first in time, and the inning is over. Leadoff double goes by the wayside for Baltimore. Third inning now. It's 3-0 Cardinals. Yeah, Birdland, that's a perfect example. Like, I was watching in on Pigtown Sports doing a breakdown of Adley Rutschman's swing. He's got all this great software to sit there and look at animations of the swing and break things down like in minute detail. That is a hitting coach mentality right there. I don't have that in me. I just don't. That's getting into technical stuff that just turns my brain into mush. I'm a tactical manager. Tactics. That's my number one attribute. And, saying all that, were I somehow given some stupid Disney movie chance at running a baseball team, I'm not promising great returns, folks. First of all, the players would need to get behind me in a situation. In this crazy made-up scenario, BW is given the managerial position. What are the players going to do? Are they going to listen to me? No, probably not. I would have to really convince them. I would have to really deliver a hell of a speech. Or maybe just roll up a fat doob and pass it around. Yeah, that could work, Joel. I'd have to find some kind of unconventional way, because it's an unconventional situation. Surhoff and Baines. Any idea what those guys are up to these days, Birdland? Are they actively involved in baseball? I honestly don't know. This pitch is popped up, shallow center. Mateo comes in, makes the catch. Contreras with a one pitch out to begin the top of the third. And a one pitch out is exactly what Sugano needs after throwing over 50 pitches to get through the first 2 innings. Just have him watch the channel. Well, then how do I get paid, Robert? I said I'd take the job there, but you got to give me an apartment in Baltimore, a way to get around, and fill up my fridge with some food. That's all I need. I don't need a salary. I just need what I need to get through the day. Here's a pitch fouled away by... I love talking, by the way, about BW becoming manager of the Orioles, as if this is something that is worthy of conversation. Burleson, next pitch, pops it up. Shallow right. Holiday going out. He gives way, thankfully, to Kerstad, who makes the catch. 2 down. Sugano looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. First 2 innings were a bit of a nightmare. Gave up 6 hits in the first 2 innings. Capped off with a 2-run homer in the second. If he had just dodged that one last big hit. Well, there's another hit. Arenado gets a pitch out over the plate and scorches it back up the middle for a 2-out single. Arenado's first hit of the series. I mean, right down the middle, Sugano. What are we doing, buddy? Right down the middle. All right, Joel's going to go walk the sled dog. Isn't that, you're not walking, you're mushing, right? Isn't that what you do when you got a sled dog? You mush. Mush. Cha. Cha. Mush. I never quite understood that. But I guess dogs know what mush means. Here's a ground ball to first. Mountcastle with a nice play. Turns around, steps on the bag to end the inning. So Sugano doesn't have a clean inning yet. He did give up a hit. But unlike the first 2 innings, no damage. We go now to the bottom of the third. Cardinals 3, Orioles nothing. 7 hits from St. Louis. We've got 1. Oh, you know what we got? We got time. We got time. I'm a likable guy, says Big Cuzzo. Well, Big Cuzzo, if that were true, why is it that I average, I don't know, about 3 to 5 people a week telling me to go F myself from chat because I say something that they don't like? Why is that? I've got people who hate me. Not just have like no opinion or just don't prefer what I do. Actively hate me. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, I got to take some of the blame. Look, folks, sometimes I do overreact whenever I get into virtual fisticuffs. And this is how I am, folks. I'm an old school boxer. You know? You're coming into my space. You ready to take me on, are you, buddy? Put up your dukes. Come on. I've been through a scrap or two in my time. Don't let my age fool you. Oh, nice little jab attempt. You know. If you don't have haters, you're not popping. BW's popping, yo. Yo, this stream's popping, G. I got haters. Yo, don't hate the player, hate the chat. Wait, that didn't sound good. Yeah, they hate me. Yeah, the actual, what I give to the people, I've got hate watchers because they know I do call a good game and it's a nice environment we got cooking here, but they just don't like me because maybe one time we had an interaction or maybe I teased them or something because they were saying something silly. And they want to take that to the grave and just never acknowledge me as being a decent guy because of one tiny little interaction. Usually a result of people that come into my chat for the first time just to say something antagonizing. That'll usually get the job done. All right, we're underway in the bottom of the third. Heston Kjerstad is at the plate, and he's fallen behind quickly 0-2. Make it 0-3. Kjerstad swung at something bad, and three pitches, and he's down. Good Lord. Pallante with a breaking ball in the dirt. Dan, I did get that, and I gave you a thumbs up. It's already, you want to hear it? It's already in here. It's not an appropriate time to play it, but this ball's lifted on the infield. Oh, it's a Baltimore chop. Chadwick Trump in his Oriole debut with a chopper handled by Arenado at third, and he is retired 2 down. So, yeah, folks, now we have a 5-second clip of this. It kind of ends abruptly. It'd be nice if it had a slight fade on it, or maybe just an extra half second before the next beat. But still, Dan, fantastic work, and it's in the board. Here's Jackson Holiday. 1-0 count, 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the third. He takes low, 2-0. Chadwick. Yes, my name is Chadwick. I have a reservation here at Chez Orioles. There's a called strike, 2-1. Yes. Chadwick Trump, check the register. I have a reservation for 4. Holiday goes opposite field, and it's down for a hit. Jackson reaching out, going low, and taking it the other way. A professional hit from Holiday. Has he still got that hit streak going or what? Jackson keeps on keeping on. Looking for a 2-out rally here, folks. 2-out rally is what we need. Ramon Arias coming up next. Folks.
I have a brother.
Frank wants to know what Jackson's average is right now. Right now, 270. Arias right now is 272. First pitch to Limon is off the plate by a considerable margin for ball one, folks. One and 0 on Arias. That pitch is a slider. 86 from Pallante in there for a strike, 1-1. Let's turn that goose egg into a integer. Did I get that right? It's been a while since I took a math class. Isn't an integer basically any number that isn't a zero? Let's turn that goose egg into an integer. That's either completely wrong or the nerdiest thing I've ever said, or both. That pitch is fouled off to the right. Yeah, folks, if you want to impress people at the ballpark, just tell them that. Hey, we need some more integers on the board. And watch as somebody pours a natty bow on your head. They wouldn't do that. It's a waste of money. Waste of beer. One and two the count on Arias. Holiday at first, 2 down. The pitch. Laid off. And Holiday, did he get a read? No, he did not. If Jackson is dancing out there, he probably could have scurried over to second base on this wild pitch, but he is still at first base. Robert's phone has been gooified. Now folks who are trying to type the word good are getting auto-corrected to goo. Here goes Jackson trying to steal, and he makes it, folks. Everybody has had an autocorrect issue. Every time they go to type good, the word goo is now the number one choice. I love it. It's infectious, folks. That's what we have here at Charm City. Infectious goo. Who wouldn't want to be a part of this? Payoff pitch is low. Ball 4. The 2-out rally will continue.
I'm walking here.
All right, folks. We got Gunner, and we're one swing away from tying this puppy up.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
First pitch to Gunner. Chopped foul off to the right. Come on, Gunner. Gunner. The 0-1 pitch from Pallante. Low and in. Low and in, folks. We need a Weaver. Pitch. Swing and a miss. a fastball that had some dipping action. It moved like a sinker, but they call it a four-seamer. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down, 2 runners on, and they ask for time. We need a Weaver. Ooh, Dream Weaver, I think you can get us to tie the game. Come on. 1-2 pitch. High, 2-2, folks. Two on, 2 out, and 2-2 the count. The pitch. Swung on. That is hit softly to second, and a throw on the run. Gunner slams his helmet down. He can't get her done. The Orioles strand a pair. After getting the first 2 outs, they get 2 on and can't get that final hit to get our first run or so on the board. Gosh darn it. It's only Act 1 of a 3-act play, folks. We go to the 4th inning, 3-0 St. Louis. That's right, folks. What I need you to do is to take all of your anxiety and just let it go. Just let it go. I mean, we all remember probably the most famous Disney song of the last quarter century. Let it go, let it go. Just stop thinking that we're losing. Let it go, let it go. It's some optimism you should be choosing. These Orioles are gonna find a way, and BW is gotta get laid. Let it go, let it go.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
I mean, come on, folks. By the way, I've never seen that movie. I don't know the lyrics. I just know kind of the structure of the chorus. It's like, let it go. Da 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 da. Da da da. That's all I know. That's all I got. Rodney, you're not impressed? Oh, Rodney. Sorry. I'm a dork.
I'm starting to adjust. I've gotten really into running 10Ks. I garden now, and I even bought season tickets for the Orioles, since that's what guys who can't satisfy women do.
What? What? Top of the 4th. First pitch from Sugano is off the plate, low and away to Jordan Walker. Ball 1. Next pitch is hit softly but foul. 1-1 the count. Might be time for a lucky. No baby shark? All right. Janet, you should never admit what your weak spot is. Never divulge your weak spot. That could come back to haunt you, Janet. 2-1 pitch, grounded to Gunner. Over to first. And not on the bag, but Mountcastle gets the tag on. Gunner, you gotta just... Gunner sat there after fielding the ball, took like a second, and then throws a really strong throw, when really it's just like, dude, just plant your feet, throw. It doesn't have to be a 90-mile-an-hour throw. It's the one thing about Henderson's play in the field that just bothers me. I'm sorry. Here's a ground ball to Holiday. He's got it. Over to first. Second out. I just want to see Gunner not try to be flashy for no reason. Flashy plays come along, and when he makes them, when they're organically presenting themselves, He seems to do okay, but sometimes it'll be a routine play. He'll try to turn it into a flashy play, and that's when we get into trouble. 2 down, nobody on for Nootbaar, up for a third time. He's already hit twice, including that home run his last time up. Yeah, a lot of people want him over at third base. I still think he can play short. It's just, I just want to see him change the way he approaches some of those balls hit his way. He's got the arm for it. He's got the range for it. He can pull off a gym play. It's just the mechanics. I'd like to see him not do what he did here for that last throw. It turned out to not hurt us, but sometimes it does. Lars Nootbaar has a 2-2 count, 2 down, nobody on, top of the fourth. Lars has scored 2 of the 3 Cardinal runs and driven in the third. This pitch foul or bounces in there for ball 3. Full count. Fig Newton. I haven't had a Fig Newton in at least a decade. Pitch. Swing and a miss on a foul tip, it sounded like. Nootbaar chased one off the plate. Sugano gets the K.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I don't think it's a terrible idea, Birdland. I just don't know if, again, I would rather, if I could, coach Gunnar and keep everybody kind of where they are. I think Jackson is looking good at second. Not to say that he can't handle short. I kind of like Westberg at third versus second base. So even if Gunnar at third is better than short, I feel like that's kind of canceled out because I think Westberg is better at third than he is at second. You know? I wouldn't tamper. I would try to coach versus tamper at this point. Now, maybe a few years on, if Gunnar's still with the team and he's getting a little bit older, maybe you push him at the, like a Cal Ripken. Maybe he moves over to third at some point, but I understand. I understand everybody's rationale and desire to see Gunnar play third. I get it. I do. I get it. So I'm not arguing. If they were to make that move, I wouldn't go, what the hell are you doing? I'll put it that way. What's going on? Out of town scores, anything interesting happening? I look up and the first thing I see is our own game. That doesn't help. Tigers are up 3-0 on the Giants after 3. Blue Jays play the Rangers coming up in about half an hour. Marlins and Padres, who cares? Nats and Mariners, who cares? Pirates and D-backs, who cares? Ryan Mountcastle at the plate. Yankees playing the Angels in about 2 hours. Here's a ball hitting to right and past the outstretched glove of the right fielder, down for extra bases. Mountcastle will get his second leadoff double of the night. Folks, splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
All right, it is time. No more messing around. I'm telling you right now, if we don't rally for this inning, I don't think we're going to win this game tonight. It's just too many chances. We got another leadoff double here. We got to at least scratch one run. Come on. Here is Ryan O'Hearn, just the guy you want up. Swinging a foul behind the plate. Come on, Ryan.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
I got nothing but faith, Bruce. Look at me. What you're seeing is the culmination of of absolute faith. Pitch in the dirt, 1-1. I mean, folks, I don't subscribe to any organized religion. This is my temple. This is my cathedral. This is where my faith rests, right here. Let's go. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch low and in. O'Hearn chased it. It's 1-2. Come on. Let's get to this guy. That's right. Everybody's showing faith in one way or another. Pitch. Laid off. That bounces in there. Herrera keeps it in the batter's box area. Doesn't get away. 2-2 the count. Come on. Oriole Park. Make some noise. 2-2 pitch. Inside. Full count. Come on, O'Hearn. Hey, thanks, Rob. I'm not really a fashion guru, but I saw those orange colors, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take that one with the orange trim. Ball 4, folks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
2 men on, nobody out. We must score. First pitch is grounded first base. They go to second for 1, and that's all. No, he's safe. He's safe. Win. His foot was off the bag. O'Hearn is safe at second. The bases are loaded. Nobody out. Bases loaded. Nobody out. It's time to get some runs. Here is Mateo. He fouls one off to the right. Boy, Jorge, I really hope you come through here, buddy. Normally, Mullins is hitting in this spot. 0-1 on Mateo. Come on, buddy. He lays off a low pitch. 1-1. Come on. One ball, one strike on Mateo. Bags juiced. Nobody out. The pitch. On the outside corner, knee high for called strike 2. Come on, Jorge. You got to be ready to cover every angle of the plate. You don't want to strike out. You're a fast guy. Make contact. Hell, if you laid a bunt down with 2 strikes, I wouldn't, with the bases loaded, I wouldn't even fault you for it. I would hope it wouldn't go foul. Lays off a 1, bounces in there. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Come on. It's too much for me to take. Come on, we need a big hit. Bust it open, Jorge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. God! A slider. Impossible to hit. Breaks off the plate. Jorge chased. 1 out. Here is Silent J, folks. Come on. Pitch. Kjerstad hits a big chop to second, and it's going to be just a fielder's choice as the return throw to first is not handled by Burleson. A run will score. It wasn't pretty. It was nearly an inning-ending double play, and how heartbreaking would that have been? But on a big bounce, that's what saved Kjerstad here. He will get himself an RBI ground-out fielder's choice. The Orioles are on the board. It's 3-1 St. Louis. I'm not going to go through all the celebration sounds for that run, and that wasn't the prettiest. We'll go with that. We broke out. We were on the board. First and third, 2 down. Chadwick Trump hits one to right, but it's going to be caught out there by Walker in the corner for the final out. The Orioles had the bases loaded, nobody out, can only get the one. Wasn't it bases loaded, nobody out? Ugh. Was it bases loaded, nobody out, or bases loaded, one out? Ugh. I wanted more, but we got to run. We got to run. On to the 5th inning. On to the 5th. Loaded with nobody out, 1 run. That's just not good enough. Damn it. Come on. It's that bottom part of the order, man. That bottom part of the order, you get down there with Mateo and Trump trying to drive in these runs. When those names could be replaced with names like Mullins and Rutschman. I mean, I know Adley's being left out for a very good reason. Said, I don't know. I'll be right back, folks. I'm going to go open the back door. It's not a euphemism. Just trying to ventilate the room to have myself a lucky. I've earned it. I'll be right back. He sounds like a moped. Mason Wynn will lead it off in the top of the 5th. Sugano. First pitch is low and away for ball 1. Well, get used to it, Janet, because I love it. That pitch could have been a strike, Blue. Where are you at, buddy? Come on.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
That had the outside corner, Blue. Pitch. That is a strike. 2-1 on Mason Wynn leading off the top of the 5th. Looks like the sun is starting to make things change the lighting around here. Let me see if... All right, now I'm kind of blue. I guess that's okay. Whoa, what happened there? Pitch got away from Sugano. 3-1 the count. Sugano with the chin music. Jeremiah with the hot take. Doesn't think Baby Shark is a good song. Are you nuts? I put it right up there with anything the Beatles ever put out. The payoff pitch from Sugano. Popped up. Behind the plate, out of play. Hey, Patrick, what is there, an echo in here? I've been saying that about Basayo every single time somebody brings his name up. And now you're dropping in this report as if this is breaking news. Well, at least you're corroborating what I've been saying now for weeks, Patrick, which is yes. Everything you just said is true. That is why he is not an option if Rutschman were out long term right now. This ball's hit on the ground to short. Over to first in time. One away. You've been listening to the Beatless? Oh no, Patrick. Yeah, I'm not talking about this game. I'm talking about every time Basayo's name gets brought up. We're talking half a dozen times in the last 10 games, probably. We have the Basayo conversation. Curveball in there from Sugano for a strike on Ivan Herrera. Again, I'm not picking on you, buddy. I'm not picking on you. I didn't mean to anyway. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Just a bit outside, 2-1 on Herrera. Base hit his first time up. That average at 373. Come on, Brad. There's a strike right in there, 2-2. They're trying to mold Basayo into a guy that can do both. But obviously, the mechanics, the reps, everything you need to become a major league catcher, it takes a lot more seasoning than it does to turn a guy into a first baseman. But yeah, with the shoulder problem that Basayo was having and the idea that they do want him to have a little versatility, play first base, they've been playing him there a lot before they got back to getting him to start catching again, which has only been recently. 2-2 the count on Herrera. We can work it out. We can work it out. Line drive. Gunnar Henderson makes a diving catch on a liner low in the infield. Gunnar with a web gem.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Quick first step to his right. Gunna. Oh, here we go with the Beatles are overrated thing. They haven't been a band for 50 years. If people still like them after 50 years off, that alone says something. Just let people like them, Janet. The anti-Beatle folk. A liner right back to Sugano. He's got it, and this inning is over. Halfway through this one, it's 3-1 St. Louis. You don't like one Beatles song there, Janet? I mean, I get it. I know that they're massively ingrained in pop culture. Everywhere you look, there's an image of something Beatles, and maybe that just kind of annoys you. But it's not their fault. They didn't ask to be put out there as much as they are. It's just that people love the music. What do you want them to do about it, huh? Come on. What do you want them to do? I mean, hell, they broke up a lot sooner than anybody would have thought. They tried. They tried to appease the non-Beatle lovers out there by just breaking up. And still, people can't get enough Beatles. What do you want them to do about it, huh? I don't know. That's my hot take. Yoko did us all a favor. Hey, folks, if you want to hear some of my Yoko Ono singing impressions, well, you're going to have to wait a little while. Boy, does she have a voice. A voice that can break glass. Is that still Pallante on the mound? We are in the bottom of the fifth. Pallante is out there. I was assuming he would be, but for some reason I thought it was a new guy. All right. Robert is begging no Yoko. Here's a ball hit softly. Back to the pitcher, over to first in time, and Holiday is out quickly. Come on, guys. The two times we've threatened to score tonight and did scratch a run, both times were 2-out rallies. And then the other times, we had leadoff doubles from Mountcastle, where we didn't do anything. Isn't that how it's worked out so far? Or maybe Mountie did score last inning. I don't know. It's just frustrating. I want to get some runs here. Ramon Arias.
I have a brother.
First pitch low and in. Ramon walked in the second inning. This one is a soft ground ball that's going to hit the third base bag. Arenado was trying to see if it would go foul. Ramon will have himself an infield hit. And here we go again. All right, but this is setting up nicely because we got some big bats coming up. Tying a run coming to the plate in the form of Gunnar Henderson. Let's go.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
I'll be right back. Pitch gets away. Ramon will go to second. First pitch to Gunnar is a wild one. That takes the conventional double play off the books. Let's go. Arias at second with one down. The pitch outside, not close. 2-0 on Gunnar. The 2-0. And I am getting way too pink. I got to fix this lighting. Outside, 3-0. Come on, folks. 3-0 the count. We'll go with this. That looks more natural. 3-0. Come on. Keep the line moving. Keep the line moving. Pitch. He takes all the way for a strike. The Orioles are 0 for 8 tonight with runners in scoring position. The Cardinals 2 for 4. That is the difference in the ballgame. Gunnar with a chopper foul and a 3-0 count has now quickly gone 3-2. Come on, folks. Open the floodgates. Open the floodgates. Payoff pitch coming. Fouled back. Still 3-2. Will it to happen, folks? Will it to happen? There is rain starting to fall here at the ballpark. Here comes the payoff. Low for ball 4. Gunner, take your base. 2 on with 1 out.
I'm walking here.
And it's another situation where Ryan O'Hearn should be the next to hit right here. Not Mountcastle. But how can I complain? Mounties hit 2 doubles tonight. Come on, Mountie. Make it a third. You make it a third double and we got a tie ball game. There is a conference on the mound for the Cardinals. Folks, this sucks because if this inning is completed and we don't come back and at least tie it, they can call the game for rain and make it an official game after this inning is over. So our chances to come back, we may not have 27 outs. We got to get something here. All right, Mountie at the plate.
Okay, mount up.
First pitch, and he went after a bad one low and in and fouls it off. Well, I'm sure they want to pitch to Mountie. If they don't, they load up the bases for O'Hearn. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. He chased one in the dirt this time. 2 bad pitches to get behind 0-2. All I ask is worst case scenario, just allow O'Hearn a chance to bat in this inning. The pitch. He lays off another one in the dirt. Does Mountcastle. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Come on, Mountie. Come on, buddy. First and second, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch to Mountcastle. And Pallante fell off the rubber. And is that a balk? Does that count as a balk or what? It does. Pallante going into his delivery, stumbled off the rubber. And now we've got second and third with 1 out. A base hit ties the game and takes the double play, the conventional one, out of order. So a huge balk there. 1 and 2 on Mountie. Now just make contact, dude. Come on. Pitch. Oh, God, he looked at strike 3. Mountie got behind 0-2, chasing 2 pitches way out of the zone, and then he takes a called strike 3. It might have been an inch outside, but too close to take. You got to protect. All right, folks, we got to turn, we got to burn, and we got to do it right now.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Here we go. First pitch. Lifted into the air. Right center field and deep. Going back. Looking up. That ball is gone. Bye, Bernie. He's turned and burned again. Home run. Give me number 9. It's the Orioles 4. The Cardinals 3. It's an official game. Rain it out.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Oh, doctor! Somebody check my pulse! Or my blood pressure. That's probably a better idea. Bases empty. 2 down. A 2-run Earl Weaver special. A 2-out Earl Weaver special makes it 4-3 Baltimore. Unbelievable. Carlson with a swing and a miss or a foul tip at the plate. Either way, it's 0-2. Wowie zowie. Woo! Oh, I got the vapors. I got the vapors over here, y'all. Woo! Ladies, is this what menopause feels like? Woo! I'm running hot. Wow. An Earl Weaver special. 1-2 on Carlson. This one's fouled away. We'll do it again. Oh, come on, folks. It's time for karaoke. Ooh, dream weaver, I believe you can get me through the night. Ooh, dream weaver. Hey, tip your bartenders. I believe you can get me through the night. Oh, lazy bum. Deal with it. Here's a ground ball. The shortstop's got it over to first, and the inning is over. The Orioles, a 3-run, 2-out bomb from Ryan O'Hearn, have taken the lead. We head to the 6th. It's the Orioles 4 and the Cardinals 3. Folks.
Do you believe in me?
We're on a mission from God.
Do you believe in me?
We're on a mission from God.
To you only. To you only. Ooh, dream weaver. I believe you can get me through the night. Hey, Joe, welcome back. Yeah, it's a prank. We did not just get a 2-out, 3-run bomb from Ryan O'Hearn to take the lead. Oh, boy, my blood is pumping. Let's go. Let's go. What am I saying? Let's go. Oh, now Lazy Bum's complimenting me on the vocals. I can't figure Lazy Bum out. Does he want me to zip it? Does he want me to go on to verse 2? I don't know. I do hear some commotion in my hallway right now. I might have tested the limits of my neighbor's tolerance level. I promise I'll keep it down for a little bit. It's just shortly after 7 a.m. over here. And, yeah. Hopefully no knocks on the door here. Folks. That O'Hearn, I saw that home run coming, too. I just felt it in my bones. I know it's easy to say right now, but I couldn't say it. I couldn't as a prediction because obviously everyone's going to say, well, I jinxed it if it didn't happen. But I promise you, BW, don't lie. I felt that home run coming. I felt it. What's going on here? Umpire is going to walk over to talk to Mansolino about something. They're looking into the dugout about something. Some kind of, what is that? Oh, fresh rosin bags. We've got some fresh rosin bags. How often do you see this in a ball game, folks? A rosin bag replacement in the middle of action. Slater could feel it down in his plums. All right, folks. Sugano on for his 6th inning of work. If he can get through it without a run, well, let me just pause because that ball is down in the right field corner for extra bases. It's a leadoff double for the Cardinals. And, yeah, let's get the pin up. Look, we did a hell of a job to get back and take the lead. Sugano was hit around a lot early in the ball game. He did settle down some, but that is the worst bird waving motion I've ever seen. Alec Burleson with a terrible celebration. Oh, folks, welcome back. Sorry about that. Internet dropped out for about 5 seconds. 0-1 pitch fouled away. It's 0-2. Folks, we're back. Hi. BW. What happened to my hair? My perfect hair. Okay, we're back, folks. Just a 5-second dropout. 0-2 the count on Arenado with a runner at second, nobody out. 88 pitches from Sugano on the night so far. There's a chopper flying over the ballpark right now. 0-2 pitch. Low, ball 1. Arenado had a single back in the 3rd inning. Hey, Chopper, would you skedaddle? We got a ball game going on. What do you want, a free look? Get out of here. You bother me. 1-2 pitch. Oh, that was a sweeper that started in the zone, broke outside. A pitch designed to get a chase, but Arenado was not biting, and the count is even at 2-2. Come on, Sugar. Come on, buddy. Pitch. Reached for, hit to the right side. Kjerstad is going to have a play, but the runner is probably going to be able to tag here. He does. And now the tying run for the Cardinals just 90 feet away with 1 out. All right. Big at bat coming up now. The lefty Burleson due up. And the Orioles are going to go to the pin. Mansolino is going to try to play matchups here, although I got a feeling the Cardinals might counter with a pinch hitter of their own. But with the lefty Burleson up and a big spot here, runner at third, 1 out, that'll be it for Sugano. And they're going to go to Soto. I hope Soto's got it tonight. But I do feel Burleson did not make the lineup last night. So he seems like the kind of guy as a lefty bat that late in a ball game, you probably go out and pinch hit for him. We'll see what they do. 4-3 Orioles in the top of the 6th. It has been an exciting game so far. Emotional swings. Hope you guys are enjoying it, folks. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. I mean, there's no reason to not crush it with the likes tonight. We got nearly 150 people watching right now. Well, why is it every time I see a nice number, it immediately drops? It's like the second I bring this up, people split. But hey, if you're still here, do me a favor, why don't you, and tap that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. The like count right now is 12 away from 100. We can knock this out before the next pitch, folks. Make it 11 away. It's just a momentary gesture on your part that helps out the channel. And in trade, all you get is about 3 hours of live coverage of Orioles baseball. along with a charming personality and davishing good looks. I mean, what do I not have to offer you people? I don't know. I was even complimented on my shirt tonight. I got drip on. I'm on fleek. So let's get the likes up to 100. We're up to 95. Come on, folks. Let's get to 100 before this first pitch. Let's help Soto out. We're almost there. And then I promise I'll drop it. For now. All right, here we go, folks. They are not pinch hitting Burleson. Here we go. We got the matchup we want. Soto's first pitch is high for ball one. The infield is up on the edge of the infield grass to try to cut down a run at the plate. That pitch is low. Come on, Soto. You got to throw strikes, man. 2-0. Once you get a strike, you can try to get him to chase, but man, come on, buddy. You got to come in here. 2-0 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. A huge check swing appeal that goes our way to make the count 2-1. Oh, that was huge. Come on, Soto. 2-1 pitch. He went after another one. The home plate umpire this time says you went. No need to appeal. And it's 2-2. Oh, now we need a strikeout pitch. Do we have it? Soto's got the stuff. Can he locate it? Can he fool this batter? We need the right pitch right now. The 2-2 to Burleson. Swing and a miss! Sit down! Yeah! Come on!
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
2 down. Jordan Walker up. Be careful. You got the number 9 hitter on deck. The righty Walker at the plate. First pitch is a strike at the bottom of the zone. Folks, 3 likes away from a hundo. Just get us there. 2 more to go. Pitch. Fouled away. It's 0-2. I hear more commotion in my hallway this morning. I got to find a way to keep my volume down, folks, but I don't know how. I just want this team to keep on keeping on. I want another win any which way we can. Your boy is trying to heal after a miserable first couple of months of this season. The 0-2 pitch to Walker. Outside, not close. Trump had to reach far to his right to keep that ball from going to the backstop. Sound reducing foam. All right, I'll put that into my budgets later. There's a ball hit on the ground, softly, third base side foul. Well, Mr. Hyde, considering it's a night game and I got to actually sleep for more than 3 or 4 hours consecutive, yeah, I might have a little more energy too. This past 10 days has been rough. But all is well when we're winning. 1-2 pitch. Come on, Soto. Put him away now. Here it comes. Way outside. Cardinals still with that runner at third base with 2 down. 2-hour mark. Okay, I'm going to have to get through this AB. Thank you, Froggy. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Yes, 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 yes.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks. Come on. Hey, you know how many people who say they're fans but really aren't fans who gave up on this team? Look, I'm not saying we're going to make it to the playoffs right now. I have no idea. All I know is that when you show loyalty, when you sit through those tough games, when you watch the actual turnaround, when you can say, I was there, I watched this team hit its lowest point, and I saw a turnaround, and the excitement that comes along with it. That Ryan O'Hearn home run tonight, folks, this ballpark's got maybe 12,000 people here. Maybe. All right? It's not a big turnout. Probably not a lot of people tuning in. But for those that do, these are the spoils, folks. These are the spoils. I'm feeling good for a team that's still, 14 games under or something? All right, well, we're going to win number 20 tonight. We will be 14 under. For a team 14 under, you're not going to find anybody with more passion than this guy right here, I can tell you that. I don't give a damn. What do I know about Trump? All I know is he was sort of a third catcher for the Braves for a few seasons. Not a whole lot of major league experience, but here's a bunt popped up by Mateo, nearly caught by Arenado in foul ground. Luckily, just out of reach. Come on, Jorge. I mean, of all the players on the team that should know how to bunt, it should be you. Keep it on the ground, buddy. We got away with that one. That would have been wasted out had Arenado gotten to that ball. Instead, it's just strike one on Mateo. Still raining. If it is, it's not enough to where you can see it on the TV. It might be sprinkling, but it's playable. This one's hit on the ground, and it's going to be a tough play to get Mateo. They don't have a chance. A worm burner to the hole at short, between short and second. Mason Wynn throws to first, but you knew Mateo was going to beat that out, folks. Speed kills. Let's go. You got to think that Mateo will be ready to goo on any pitch to try to steal second. Here's Kjerstad. There goes the runner, and there's no throw. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We've got a runner at second, nobody out. Let's go. Charm City chat. Kjerstad, 0-1 count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased a breaking ball that bounced in there. Kjerstad 0 for 2 tonight, but one of those outs was a ground ball out, a fielder's choice that drove in a run, so he's got an RBI. The 0-2, that bounces in again, gets away from the catcher, but Mateo, despite the speed, unable to advance as the ball bounced to the third base side of home plate. There's a lefty up for the Cardinals, Steven Matz. Yo, Spike, I got the Matz. What do you got? 1-2 on Kjerstad. Pallante looks at the runner. The pitch. Called strike 3, and that was perfectly spotted by Pallante, knee high on the inside corner. Kjerstad rung up. You hate to see it, folks. You get a runner to second, nobody out. A guy like Mateo, you got to move him over. You got to. Don't look at a called third strike. If you swing and a miss, so be it. Here is Chadwick Tromp. 0 for 2 in his Oriole debut. Takes high for ball 1. Chadwick. I need some kind of a Trump sound effect. I have no idea. I'll think about it. 1-0 pitch. There goes the runner to third. Mateo is in there. And does Arenado even know where the ball is? I think maybe he was pretending to not know to see if Mateo would come off the bag a little and then get a cheap tag on him. But Mateo isn't buying it. Mateo gets to third on his own. Mateo's speed, folks. He beats out an infield hit. He swipes second. He swipes third. And now it's a chance for Trump to drive him in without the benefit of a hit. Just make some contact, dude. He's showing bunt. And he brings the bat back. It was not a suicide squeeze. Mateo did not take off. Very interesting. And the count now 2-1. Come on, Chadwick. Make a name for yourself. Popped up, fouling out of play, 2-2. 4-3 Orioles. We're in the bottom of the 6th. It's been a hell of a ball game here. Orioles trying to win their 4th straight. They've got to run out there at 90 feet away. The pitch. Oh, a swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. Oh, we are getting killed by the strikeout, folks. Mateo, infield hit, steals second, steals third. And all we've done so far is strike out twice since he's reached base. And that is the final batter Pallante will face. They're going to bring on the lefty Mats with the lineup flipping over and Holiday due up next. Go ahead and bring him on. I like this matchup. Mats, I know this guy. He doesn't have good stuff. And I think Holiday can handle this guy. I'm okay with this. Folks. Call to the bullpen. All right, folks, so today you have done a great job by hitting our normal target of 100 likes, but I'm greedy. I'm like the team right now. I want more. We got 143 of you here right now, so about 35 of you could maybe take just a moment here. We're between innings. Just tap that thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. I promise you it does help out the channel. You're doing something good. And just to let you know, the content that I'm providing, come on back and enjoy it anytime because it's here every game. It's free. And we have a good time here. Think about subscribing as well. That's free. There's a button for that right below the screen here. And join the community. We got good people. We've spent the first year and a half of the channel weeding out all of the undesirables. And it's nothing but charm here in the Charm City chat, folks. And for those hate watching me still, yes, you're one of the undesirables. That's why you're not chatting and hate watching me. I weeded you out. And look, channel seems to still be going. People still seem to be enjoying what's happening and how I'm calling the game. So maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it was you. I don't know. Just a thought. All right, here we go. A lefty on Mats, Holiday at the plate, first pitch, and Holiday, good on you. Take that first pitch. It's high for ball one. Oh, yeah, everybody's welcome. All right, here we go. 1-0 pitch. Fouled straight back. Holiday just missed it. It is 1-1. Folks, big 2-out hit. Come on. Pitch. Another foul ball, a curve ball this time from Mats. Holiday with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Come on, Jackson, hang in there, buddy. I'm telling you, if you just hang in there, maybe lean out over the plate a little bit, serve it into the opposite field. This guy's got nothing, dude. You got him. You got him. Pitch. Pop foul. We'll do it again. Come on, buddy. Is that Matt Holliday in the crowd trying to dress incognito? Pitch. Swung on and a ground ball, but right to first. It was hit right down the line, but Burleson, guarding the line, is there to make the play. An unassisted put out to end the inning. The Orioles threaten, but they cannot score. They will continue to hold this 1-run lead as we now go to the late innings. Folks, 7th inning coming up. The Orioles lead it 4-3. 9 1-2 batters due up for the Cardinals. 64 degrees at the ballpark. 10-mile-per-hour winds going south by southwest. Home plate umpire tonight, Ryan Blackney. Marvin Hudson, I'm assuming the crew chief, is at second base. What else is going on? I don't have a special lucky ready to go. But you know who wants to tune in for these final few innings? You know who's been missing out on this action? Our friend. Our buddy. All right. Take a seat, the Hat. Let's watch these final few innings together. You and me. Me and the Hat, we're like Lilo and Stitch. Except we don't need a remake, because the original is good enough. All right. 7th inning. Coming up. The Hat. Folks, if you're new to the channel and if you're not aware of the lore of the Hat, just, give it time. We'll go over some of the tall tales that this hat has brought, the luck it has brought this team. The Hat knows all. We are not in control of the Hat. The Hat is the Hat is doing its own thing. Keegan Aiken, folks. Ain't no mistaken, ain't no faking. It's time to bring home the bacon with Keegan Aiken. Lefty on lefty, and a bunt attempt by Victor Scott II goes foul. So you got the lefty Scott and then the lefty Nootbaar next, and then a couple of batters later, a lefty Brendan Donovan. So 3 of the next 4 hitters from the left side. And Aiken's next pitch is outside, 1-1 the count. Soto, the other lefty, was used to get out of the previous inning. Up and in this pitch. So that's sort of my only question about this. After designating CNL Perez for assignment, we're only down to 2 lefties in the pen, and we're using them back-to-back right here. There's a called strike. Count even up at 2-2. I probably would have started the inning with Soto again. I don't think he'd thrown too many pitches. 2-2 pitches, high, check swing, appeal, no swing. Full count. Now, trust me, you know, in a vacuum, I want Keegan Aiken versus Soto, and now Aiken's just issued ball 4 on a pitch up and in. So a leadoff walk from Aiken, not what you want to see, especially when it's the number 9 hitter. A left-handed batting number 9 hitter. You don't walk him in a 1-run lead. Keegan, come on, buddy. You know better. Here is Nootbaar. That first pitch misses, and here comes Trump. I like this mood by Chadwick Trump. He's not wasting any time. He's going to talk to Aiken. Try to settle him down. That's very encouraging from Trump. I like it. I feel like we should do that a little more often when the situation calls for it. It was pretty clear Aiken was a little bit upset with that leadoff walk and then a first pitch off the plate. All right, folks. It's white knuckle time. 1-0 count on Nootbaar. Runner at first and a check on the runner. Scott is back standing. Scott can definitely steal a base. I have no idea on the arm strength or accuracy of Trump throwing out base runners. This pitch is outside, and now it's 2-0 on Nootbaar. Aiken has got to get it together. This is critical moment now. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. A 4-seamer at 93 to make it 2-1. Ground ball would be nice. The pitch. That one's hit to left center. That's trouble. It is between the outfielders. It's going to be runners at first and third with no. Oh, they try to go to second. What are you doing? You moron! Nootbaar tried to go to second on that hit. I don't know why, but the first out of the inning is at second base. The Cardinals do get the tying run to third. There's only one out, but that one out was a gift. It could have been second and third, nobody out. Or excuse me, first and third, nobody out. But Nootbaar got a little greedy. He was out by a mile. Here's Mason Wynn. He takes a called strike. Let's go. The 0-1. Called strike 2. Perfectly spotted. Come on, strike this mother out. Hold the line. Infield up on the lip of the grass. The 0-2. Inside. Fastball. 94. Wynn is 0 for 3 tonight. He struck out, lined out, and grounded out. 1-2. Fouled back. Four to 3 Orioles in the top of the 7th. The pitch. Low and in, 2-2. Got to try to keep it on the infield or get the punch out. Pitch. Popped up foul. We'll do it again. Folks. BW's heart. His heart. It is large and it is beating. The 2-2. Hit to left. And it's going to drop in for a game-tying base hit. It was a flare, not hit all that hard. And this game is back to square one. Sugano cannot win the ball game. And we got to fight back. That is the number one thing to concentrate on right now. This is still a game that we want to win. Aiken's night is over. We're going to go to a right-hander. I know that for a fact. Why? Because we've used 2 straight lefties, and I don't think we have another one to even go to if we wanted to. So, yeah, Aiken, not the best outing for him. He gives up the lead here. I still think Aiken is one of our best guys out of the pen, and when we want a left-hander, that's the guy with this current roster that I want to go to first. I hope we go to Kittredge now. I think this is a Kittredge moment, if he's ready. I didn't see anybody getting loose, so I'm totally guessing. If it is Kittredge, don't accuse me of knowing in advance. I don't know. Brian Baker wouldn't be a bad one either. Santander agrees. I'm just thinking maybe Kittredge now and then Baker for the 8th, if we can keep this tied. For me, Baker is the closest thing we have to a setup man. He's for me the guy I want in the toughest spot before we get to the mountain. So I'd like to use him for the 8th inning, if at all possible. It's going to be Cano. All right. Why do you guys have to spoil it? I know you're a few seconds ahead. Of course I'm going to know. There he is. Cano. All right. 22nd appearance of the season coming up. And first pitch is on the outside corner with that sinker to Ivan Herrera, called a strike. 4-4 ball game, top of the 7th. The Cardinals had a 3-1 lead. The Orioles fought back with a 3-run homer to make it 4-3, and now St. Louis here in the 7th inning with a run to tie it up at 4. 0-1 the count on Herrera. There was a check on the runner at first. Cano gets the sign, and the next pitch is swung on and missed. 0-2. Another sinker. This one in under the hands off the plate. And Herrera had no chance to do anything with that pitch. He steps out of the box. 0-2 the count. Cano's job is just to hold the line here. Try to get a double play ball to make it quick. Pitch. There's another sinker. That's a changeup. Excuse me. Induces a check swing, but the appeal, he did not go. A ball and 2 strikes. Ready, steady, go, everybody. Ready, steady, go. The 1-2. That's one's tapped foul. BW is starting to feel a little bit hungry right now. Oh, wait. Now I'm getting pink again. I got to change the light again. Folks, it's a constant battle to try to not look so pink. The 1-2 pitch. Off the plate, 2-2. Get this pink out of me. What do I got to do? Brighten her up? Is that better? 2-2 pitch from Cano to Herrera. Swing and a miss. Cano takes the pose. 2 down. Folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Look at that reverse movement on that pitch. It starts to move away at the very start and then breaks inside by a foot. Nasty stuff. 2 down. Here's Contreras. Swing and a miss. Cano's stuff is moving tonight. The 0-1. Check on the runner at first. Still Victor Scott the second over there. He has not attempted to steal a base. Pitch. In there for a strike. It's 0-2. One more to get out of this. Come on, Cano. He leans in for the sign. Contreras holds his bat up and now cradles it, waiting for the pitch. Here comes. Popped up on the infield. Holiday looks to have it. And come on, get under it. He makes the catch. Cano puts out the fire. The Cardinals do tie it up. Keegan Aiken coughs up a run, but we're not losing, and we're at home, and we want this game more. It is 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore, folks. You know what that means, and I'm apologizing in advance because if I scream this right now, it could be the end of me in my apartment. So please accept a somewhat muted version of "It's Time to Throw Some Cakes on the Griddle." Get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Get up and stretch and kick. I'm 50. Tonight's game brought to you by Bacon Strips.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! No! 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 It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Bottom of the 7th, Ramon Arias takes high for ball 1.
I have a brother.
Next pitch is a called strike inside part of the plate. It'll be Gunner, Mountcastle, and O'Hearn if anybody gets on. Arias fouls it back. 1-2. Steven Matz, that lefty who came on to finish the 6th inning, is still out there. Here's a breaking ball fouled at the plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes. I love it. Henderson is Gunnar Homer. I feel it. Or Mountie. Such conviction, Anthony Santander. You feel it. You feel a Henderson home run. Or Mountie. I love it. I love the backup plan. Pitch. Popped up. Right field and shallow. Walker. Does he know where it is? Okay. He's got it. 1 away. Walker with that body language that made you wonder for a moment if he had lost sight of the ball. Catch is made, 1 down in the 7th. And the rain is still falling. Light enough to play through for now. Here in Baltimore. Gunnar Henderson called a strike on the first pitch.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
I'm 12 hours ahead, Anthony. If anybody knows the future, it's me. 0-2 now on Gunnar. The 0-2 pitch laid off. 1-2. That one was right in there, and Gunnar took it. Can't really explain to you why, folks. Why is Gunnar staring at that pitch with 2 strikes? I don't know, but he's out. 2 down. That'll get Ryan Mountcastle up. He's got a pair of doubles tonight, and now he gets to face a lefty.
Okay, mount up.
Let's make it a big night for Mountie. He takes inside, ball 1. I'm calling it. Mountie to the splash zone. How often have I ever called a home run? I'm calling it now. Splash zone. That pitch fouled off. It's 1-1. It's just time. He's due. Got a lefty up there. Got a chance to take the lead. He's got a couple of doubles tonight. It's time. Come on. Let's go deep. Pitch. Swing and a miss. A changeup. Fell out of the zone. 1-2 the count. Come on, Mountie. The pitch. In on the hands and back to the pitcher, but he drops the ball. The shortstop picks it up, and he can't get it to first in time. Mountcastle reaches. The baseball gods are still with us, folks. Somehow, Mountcastle reaches on an infield hit to get Ryan O'Hearn up to the plate.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Let's go. What would you rather have? O'Hearn leading off an inning or up here now with a runner on? Big spot. Oh, he takes the first pitch strike. Come on, Mountie. Or Ryan. Let me hear you, Charm City chat. Let me hear you. Go ahead, run at first base, 2 down. 0-1 the count on O'Hearn. The pitch. Lays off a slider. Make that a curveball from Matz. Off the plate, 1-1 the count. Pitch. That one drops in there. Another curveball. 2 strikes on Mountie. It's still sprinkling out here. The splash zone is ready. Come on, Mountie. Mountie. Come on, O'Hearn. Oh, that pitch was close. Could have been strike 3. We got a break. Knee high on the outside corner. Ball 2. Pitch. Lined. Left field. Go back. Oh, it's right to him. Nootbaar makes the catch. O'Hearn goes the other way, hits it on a line, but right to Nootbaar to win the inning. We go to the 8th, tied at 4. Oh, mercy. Where are my pills? Oh, my sinuses. How am I getting through this game? My sinuses are an absolute disaster right now. A disaster. Four runs, 5 hits, no errors for Baltimore. Wait, is that updated? Excuse me. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Baltimore. 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error for the Cardinals. Where are we at with men left on base? We've left 6. No, I'm sorry. The Cardinals have left 6. We've left 7. Both teams with 2 extra base hits, a double and a homer. Burleson, the double, and Nootbaar, the homer for the Cardinals. Oh, I'm sorry. Mountcastle. Make it 2 doubles and a homer for us. Mountie has 2. O'Hearn with the home run, his 9th of the season. His average is still at .340, even after making an out on that last play. Top of the 8th. And guess what, folks? I said I wanted Baker for the 8th. We've got Baker for the 8th. Call the bullpen. I tell you what, Mansolino is either a genius or things are going to really get interesting in a bad way if this game goes extras, because you got 2 outs from Soto, 1 out from Aiken, 2 outs from Cano. Now Baker, the 4th reliever of the night, and a tie game in the 8th. Here we go. First pitch. Popped straight up by Burleson behind into the crowd for strike 1. Burleson with a couple of hits tonight. Pitch in there. Bottom of the zone at 97 miles an hour. It's 0-2. That's what Brian Baker has been doing just about every time he goes out there this season. Getting ahead of hitters and then putting them away. Swing and a miss. A 3-pitch strikeout. Baker's got it going again tonight.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, we might have to add one more potential all-star guy to the list. As a middle reliever, Baker might get in there. Oh, boy. Left field. No. That ball's gone. Nolan Arenado ambushes the first pitch he sees and hits it out to straightaway left for his 6th home run, and the Cardinals have taken a 5-4 lead. Folks, I wish. Baker had been running so well. Credit to Arenado. That pitch did dip at the last moment, but somehow Arenado adjusted, got the bat head down, and carried it over the left field wall. It is 5-4 St. Louis here in the 8th. I know, folks. I know. Look, this game is not for the faint of heart. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. You got to look at it this way. We're averaging a run every other inning. And we got a couple of innings left to hit, which means we ought to get one more. It means we tie the game back, at least. I hope. That ball's hit deep to right center. That ball is up against the wall. A sliding attempt by Kjerstad doesn't work out, and now it's going to allow Nolan Gorman to get all the way to third on a triple. That ball nearly got out of here. Mateo and Kjerstad. Again, this is the kind of ball where you just wish Sid Mullins was out there. Kjerstad made the catch attempt, but I'm pretty sure Mullins would have taken charge and gotten to that ball. Would he have made the catch? I'm not saying 100%, but he would have gotten there. Mateo kind of held up when he saw Kjerstad going in to get that ball. It is 5-4. The runner at third, one out. Swing and a miss here by Jordan Walker. The count is 0-1. Say what? I've never heard of The Office. What is that? Some obscure show? 1-1 the count on Walker. Pitch. That one's crushed. That ball is... What was Mateo doing on that jump? This is why you don't play Mateo in center. He can't go straight back on balls. He can't. Walker with a triple of his own. It's 6-4. I know what The Office is. I'm kidding. It's like the biggest show on TV for like a decade. Yeah, I've heard of it. Mateo had no idea where the wall was or what to do on that ball. And that is why... My Lord, you don't have to scream it at me. It's now 6-4 Cardinals. Runner at third, still only one out. Not a good night for Baker. This is tough. I'm sitting here praising his performance so far this season, but it just goes to show you. Even the best pitcher in his best season, Dennis Eckersley, at the height of his closing days with the A's, would still occasionally not have it on a night. It happens. Victor Scott II fouls the first pitch back. Chilo, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that, man? Why would you say that? Chilo, come on. We've had such a good symbiotic relationship. I feel like we're on the same wavelength now. Take that comment out of there. Don't sit here and tell me this game's over already. Don't make that announcement. Who are you to say? Oh, you know that gets under my skin, Chilo. Swing and a miss. And is that it for Scott? Did he strike out or not? He did. It's a strikeout for Baker. Thank you, Chilo.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Come on. Remember last night, everybody was freaking out about Morton staying in the ball game? We even made a joke out of it. It worked out. Look, I'm not saying we're guaranteed to come back, but don't give up. Don't ever give up. Or if you do, just know when to. When we give up 19 runs, I get it. This pitch is in the dirt. It's 2-0 on Nootbaar, who's had a 3-hit night already. Yeah, that splash zone is looking kind of sad right now. I'm not going to lie. Pitch. Over the plate but low, 3-0. Mr. Splash. The way he's sitting and how he's sort of masked by the signage out there from the chest down. It looks like he's sitting on the crapper out there. That is ball 4. Brian Baker. Folks. Even with the 2 earned runs given up here, Baker's ERA is still at just 2.53. But, yeah, this is probably his worst outing of the season. It's a shame. Timothus, that's a valid point. Baker may not be feeling that ball in his hand so well with the weather conditions. That's possible. Looks like we're going to make yet another pitching change. Isn't this wild? 4 straight relievers without going a full inning. Soto 2 outs, Aiken 1 out, Cano 2 outs, Baker 2 outs. And I'm going to go ahead and guess Kittredge now. I mean, we're running out of arms. So apparently, Sed needs to take a breather for 3 games out of 4. But our bullpen's fine. We can use everybody. And be okay tomorrow? Are we sure? You know what? Okay, I think I kind of get it. I get it. Because, look, we do have an off day on Thursday, right? And the fact that all of the pitchers we've used out of the pen tonight have pitched, let's see, Soto only threw 11 pitches. Cano threw only 9 pitches. Those guys will be available tomorrow. And if they do have to pitch back-to-back days, then we got the off day on Thursday to get them back up to speed for the weekend. So you know what? After a little bit of thought, with that managerial mind of mine working a little bit, I do kind of see the idea here. We're going to a lot of arms. We're playing the matchups the best we can, and we're not overusing these arms so that we do have a, you know, we can go to these guys again tomorrow. Maybe not Baker. He did throw 17 pitches and wasn't a very good outing. But everybody else, we've got a debut, a right-hander, folks. Yaramil Geraldo, folks. I got to be honest. I'm only now recalling that this guy is even on the roster. What do I know about him? Well, the fact that I didn't even know he was available to go to in the pen should probably tell you I don't know a damn thing. He's a right-hander. He's wearing number 76. And he's out here with 2 on and 2 out in the top of the 8th. First pitch. Or is that pitch number 2? It's fouled away. The count is 1-1. Yeah, Rodriguez, I'm thinking he's probably Swedish, maybe Finnish. The 1-1. Over the plate but low. Well, it might have been outside. 2-1 the count. Who is this guy and what does he do? Here comes the pitch. Up and in. 3-1. Geraldo, folks. Last time I've seen this guy, he was looking into Al Capone's glove compartment. Pitch. Line drive. Base hit. It's going to get down and score a run. It's an RBI hit for Mason Wynn to make it 7-4 St. Louis. And this game is starting to unravel. Not over, but it is starting to unravel. Here is Ivan Herrera. Pitch is in the dirt. I figured we were going to Kittredge. I mean, if we're going to use all of our weapons, and now we're going to go to a debut guy that, you know, if he was any good, we would know about him, wouldn't we? He's fallen behind 2-0 now on Herrera. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Herrera dialed up on a 2-0 fastball, but it was inside. He chased. It's 2-1. Pitch. That one hits the bottom of the zone. The count will even up at 2-2. One more strike gets us out of the inning, but damage has already been done here, folks. 3 runs in for the Cardinals to make it 7-4. Pitch in the dirt, full count. That'll allow the runners at first and second to get a head start on the next pitch. I just don't understand why, if we were, why go to him and not Kittredge? If we were going to do what we're doing, why go to the unknown guy? There goes the runner, and it's fouled off. Still 3-2, 2 down. I said the runner. Runners. Both guys took off. All right, folks. I do appreciate the compliments and what have you about, hey, I think you could manage. Look, we all know I can't do it. It's easy to do watching TV. Here's a foul ball off the leg of Herrera. I mean, I'll say this. I live, breathe, eat, sleep baseball. It's always been my number one passion ever since I fell in love back in 1988. I do have other passions, folks. I love music. I love film. I love nature. I love a lot of stuff. But ain't nothing holding a candle to the game of baseball. It's just right up my alley, folks. I love it. But, you know, the farthest I ever got was a freshman in high school, and then I got Osgood Schlater's disease in my knees, and that was it. That's as far as I got. Here's a ground ball fouled off. Still 3-2 on Herrera. I am an actual bird watcher, Sir Cuts-a-Lot. I mean, I don't have binoculars, but I do like to just sit out here and out here where I live. A lot of crazy birds with crazy bird calls. I sip coffee and listen out for the birds. This pitch is popped up behind the plate. Trump with a look. It's out of reach. Still 3-2. Folks, the final game of this series will be played tomorrow evening. weather permitting. Same start time as tonight. Stream on the channel here will begin at 6:20 p.m. Eastern. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Geraldo gets his first strikeout as an Oriole.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Unfortunately, it comes on the heels of a 3-run Cardinal inning. And we've got work to do, folks. Down 3 with 6 outs to play with going into the bottom of the 8th. 7-4 St. Louis. What's that about George McFly? Please sing your song you made versus the Royals in the playoffs last year. Oh, you mean when I made a song out of Our House by Madness? You know what? I totally forgot about that. That's probably stored on my other computer, if at all. I wouldn't even know where to find that. That would be under, what is it? Notepad? I don't think it's still, I don't know if I still have it around. Plus, I'd have to change the lyrics because it, oh, I found it. It popped right out. All right, folks, you want to hear this song I wrote? Keep in mind, Anthony Santander is referenced. Oh, Unique New York. Unique New York. Adley wears his all-star best. Tony's boss, he needs no rest, and Gunner's grown some mustache hairs. Burns paints corners in his sleep. Only needs 2 games to sweep. We don't mess around. Our house in the mid of Utah Street. Our house in the mid of Utah. Our house, we have a ball. There's always something splashing up in our big-ass left field wall. BW's on the call. Careful, he might sing again and ruin it for all. Our house in the mid of Utah Street. Our house in the mid of Utah. Hey, back to the ball game. Dylan Carlson is at the plate. He takes ball 1. We need base runners. Who's on the pitch? Is that Phil Matan? Is that the Matan that I know? Matan on the pitch. Right-hander. Carlson, line drive, foul off to the right. There is a bridge to the song. And now remember every time, see you will catch a ball with a zone hat. What the hell's with that? That's insane. In the membrane. And now remember said, getting called a bum by someone here in Charm City, chat. You better take that back. Adley wears his all-star best. Tony's boss, he needs no rest. And Gunner's grown some mustache hairs. Burns paints corners in his sleep. Only need 2 games to sweep. We don't mess around. Our house. All right. Carlson struck out, by the way. It's not all fun and games, folks. 1 away. And here is Mateo, who showed me once again. Look, the guy can play center field if he has to move to his left, if he has to move to his right, if he has to run diagonally inward or straight in. He's fine. Broken bat. This could drop. It won't. It's an over-the-shoulder catch by Mason Wynn, sprinting out from the shortstop position to make the second out. But yeah, Mateo, every time I've seen a ball hit straight back, he does not know how to handle it. He doesn't know how to handle it. You can't have a center fielder that doesn't know how to play a ball hit straight at him. You can't. Yeah, you can't. You can't. Heston Kjerstad is 0 for 3. 2 down, nobody on. And he gets into one. And going back on it a bit, but with plenty of room, Scott makes the catch, and the Orioles are retired 1-2-3. On to the ninth inning, folks. It's starting to look like this win streak is in jeopardy. 7-4 Cardinals. All right, admit it, folks. My parody song for the Orioles to the tune of Our House by Madness, it's fire. It's frickin' fire. I am gushing with talent. I am gooing with talent. By the way, we need to have a talk, folks. We need to have a talk. All right? Where are we at? Look, this is hypothetical because, as you can see, this game is not over. But, hypothetically speaking, if Baltimore loses this game and snaps a 3-game win streak, what do we do about the goo? Are we going to goo ahead with it? Or are we going to say that's goo enough? Let's move on. I don't know. I don't know how you guys are going to feel. Are you ready to keep gooing? Or do you want to stop? I don't know. Let's just wait till after the game to make that decision, okay? But it will have to be a discussion. This is very serious. Okay. Thank you for your time. All right, folks. Sometimes you have to go over, the tough stuff. Cardinals have pounded out 14 hits to R7 tonight through the first 8 innings. Remember, Sugano really started off having it rough. Just one hit after the other. He gave up, 5 hits in the first 2 innings? Here is Contreras to lead it off, and Geraldo is going to stay out there. He threw 14 pitches to get through the 8th. And I guess Kittredge will be saved along with the Mountain. This is a little soft one-hopper to second on a broken bat. Holiday over to first, 1 away in the top of the 9th. Hey, Joan, how you doing? Your daughter loves this song. Thanks so much. How do I ask this without sounding creepy? I'm just wondering, is she like a little child? Is she like I don't know. You don't have to tell me. This pitch has popped up and out of play. The count now, is it just 0-1? I thought that was the second pitch. It's 0-1 on Alec Burleson. Pitch inside, 1-1 the count. Well, if it is a little girl, hi, Joan. Hi, Joan's daughter. Hi. When you grow up, please don't lose your Oriole fandom, okay? This ball's popped up to left, and it'll be caught out there for the second out. Here's a quick word from Jack in the Box. What? 39. See, that's why my daughter loves your song. You can see how, I don't know. Is she 5? Is she 35? Is she like a little kid hopping around enjoying it? Or is she a grown woman who just happens to like the song? Now I know. Oh, Miss Janet. I'm still waiting on get hooked up with your daughter. This pitch is inside Arenado. Arenado hit a home run his last time up. That was the backbreaker in the previous inning. Pitch. This one's lifted up, but not a whole lot on it. Shallow center field. Mateo comes in and makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the ninth, folks. Down 3. Cardinals had a couple of guys up. I'm sure one is the closer and the other was up in case the Cardinals added on to make it a non-save situation. But if Helsley is still their closer, then I would expect he's about to make an appearance. Coming up with the 9-1 and 2 batters due up for the Orioles. I'm thinking we need to go ahead and pinch hit for Chadwick Tromp. And, if for some reason we need to figure out who's catching, if the inning or the game were to continue, that's a problem for another moment. We got one moment now, which is Tromp is scheduled to lead off. And I got a feeling if there's any shot at a comeback, you want to get that leadoff hitter on. You want the best guy you can use to get on. And I don't think that guy is Chadwick Tromp. No offense, Mr. Tromp.
You're a mean one, Mr. Trump. You really are a heel. You've gone 0 for 3 today, and you haven't got a hit, Chadwick Trump. You couldn't hit a ball with a 39.5-foot bat.
Sorry, folks. Just showing off more talent. Wake me up before you goo-goo. Yeah, please. Please wake me up before you goo-goo so I can have, some napkins within arm's reach to clean up. It's only, it's only polite to wake me up before you goo-goo. All right, folks? I might leave the room. So it is Ryan Helsley, the Cardinal closer, on, and no pinch hitter for Trump. First pitch is a strike. Bump. Bruh. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, bounces away. Yep, no pinch hitter. I mean, you pinch hit, and then you got Maverick Hanley to come in case you need a catcher to catch. I don't get it. Mullins, you mean to tell me Mullins needs so much rest that he can't just come up and swing once, and then we take him out for a backup catcher on the bench? Honestly, what is going on with Mullins? The perfect guy to call upon as a pinch hitter to get a first man on base. Swing and a miss. It's strike 3. Trump is out. So, yeah, I got some questions going on here. You gave Mullins 3 of 4 games off, with this being that third game, and we're in the 9th. So basically, he's had just let him go up to swing the bat one time. You're not even asking him to play in the field for half an inning. It's the bottom of the 9th. Damn. Here's Holiday. He fouls it off. And again, it's not like we didn't have a solution in case the game went longer. We had Maverick Hanley. He could have just taken over, and you take Mullins right out of the game. Just up there for 1 minute to swing a bat a couple of times and see if he can do something. You mean to tell me it's just rest? There isn't something else going on? Because it's not making sense to me. Jackson Holiday has an 0-2 count. 1 out, nobody on. I'm sorry, folks. I guess it's that pseudo-managerial mind of mine. working again. I mean, Froggy, normally I would say that's probably just, kind of that, what do you call it, conspiracy kind of stuff. But the fact of the matter is, if Mullins is a guy we want to trade, we don't want to reveal to potential suitors that there is a problem, do we? So that is a concern. It is 0-2 on Holiday. Swing and a miss, and down he goes. The Orioles are down to their final out. 2 down in the 9th. Ramon Arias due up next. I would say he gave up in the final inning here. I would say, by not pinch hitting for Trump, I don't get it. And also, Mateo, again, after misplaying that ball in center field, you got to stop playing Mateo in center field. Or in the outfield in general, honestly. Yes, he has range because he's fast, but up the middle, that's a base hit. Ramon Arias refuses to let this game go quietly, folks. We've got a base runner. We need at least one more to give us a shot and get the tying run up there. It is Gunnar Henderson due up. And Gunnar, you got to know that a home run here doesn't really help. We need you to just keep the line moving. So work this at bat best you can, buddy. Pitch. He takes low and away for ball 1. Is somebody entering my chat just to advertise their own channel without ever saying hello? How are you doing? I like your channel. Nothing? Yeah. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Nice to meet you. 1-1 the count on Gunnar. Hey, everybody in here. Go over here now. How about, I wouldn't mind promoting your channel if I got to know you a little bit, dude. 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground, right to first base, and that's going to end the ball game. Burleson will take it to the bag. And the Orioles' 3-game win streak has ended. The Cardinals, with some late runs, a 3-run inning in the 8th, did the Orioles in. Brian Baker really got hit around, unfortunately. He gave up 3 hits, including a home run ball. And he will be saddled with the loss. Folks. Well, here's the deal. Hi, Steve. Hey, my name is Steve, too. Nice to meet you. Final score, Cardinals 7, Orioles 4. Steven Matz gets the win in relief. Brian Baker takes the loss. Helsley gets the save with a couple of strikeouts and a hit given up there in the 9th inning. 7 runs on 14 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals. We had 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. Both teams left 8 men on base. And yeah, there was a while there where I was grooving with what Mansolino was trying to do. I was sort of understanding. He's like, you know what? Instead of just maxing out my pitchers and using 3 guys today and our other 3 guys tomorrow, let me just get the minimum out of these guys and just get a couple of outs, and they'll all be available for tomorrow, because then we got an off day after that, and no matter what, if guys have to pitch back-to-back days, they'll be good to go for the weekend. So I do understand how he was trying to navigate the bullpen tonight. The problem is Keegan Aiken and Brian Baker, when you go to several arms, you're rolling the dice that every arm you're going to is going to have it that night. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for example, tonight the Cardinals used 3 relievers. We used 5 relievers. They needed 3 guys to have it tonight. We needed 5 guys to have it tonight. And that is the risk you run when you go to a lot of arms. If you get to 1, it's like a landmine if they don't have it. And tonight, unfortunately, the guy who's been the most reliable out of the pen this season did not have it. Brian Baker's ERA has now moved up to a flat 3 after giving up those 3 runs on 3 hits and a walk. Just getting 2 batters out tonight. So, yeah, folks, it's mainly a bad outing from Brian Baker. Obviously, Sugano got off to a tough start, but he did kind of, settle down and keep the game from getting out of hand. He didn't walk anybody, as per usual. And the offense, Ryan Mountcastle with a 3-hit game, that's nice. But you take that out of the equation, 5 other hits combined amongst the other 8 batters in the lineup. Gunnar went 0 for 4. Holiday 1 for 5. Carlson, after his bat heated up, went 0 for 4. Kerstad with another 0 for, down to 190. I'm telling you this. Once we're completely healthy, we got to start figuring out who's going to stay and who's going to go. It's going to be such a weird next couple of months between healthy players coming back and other players possibly moving on and maybe players switching positions. Who knows what the hell is going to happen here, folks? But unfortunately, we could not get in win number 20 tonight. We dropped back to 16 games below 500. But, folks, look it. We knew we weren't going to get back to 500 running off 17 straight wins or whatever the hell it was going to take, right? So let's try to look at maybe not the big picture, but a larger picture, which is we've got a chance to take this series tomorrow. We got Cade Povich pitching, which is always, for me, a reason for hope. And again, if we take that game, we got the White Sox coming to town. That, for me, really is going to be, I may have already said the season is over after that 19-5 loss to Boston in the first, or was it game 1 or 2 of that Fenway series, right before our win streak started. I thought that was it because Mancelino was out there making moves that made no sense to me. And I'm like, even if the pitching picks up, even if the bats start to get it together, how the hell are we going to turn this season around if we got a manager that doesn't know what he's doing? We've run off a few in a row. I still don't know what Mancelino's doing sometimes, but I would say if he's going to take anything away from this loss, it would be you gotta not put Mateo in center field. You just can't do it. I mean, if we gotta dip into the farm and call up, I don't know, Beavers. I think Beavers is actually just put on the DL himself for like a week. We got so many injuries, folks. So many injuries. But yeah, I mean, right now, the number one question is, where is Ced Mullins? Where is Ced Mullins? You know what? Let's go to our Twitter right now and just type in the search Ced Mullins and see what planet Earth has to say about him. I feel like he must be somewhere with Carmen Sandiego right now, because this ain't making it much sense to me. All right, let's go to latest. Latest Mullins. No latest results for Ced Mullins? No one has made a tweet about him lately? All right, I will. Okay, Cedric. I had to type in Cedric Mullins. There we go. The latest tweet featuring Cedric Mullins. Oh, I've got 3 L's in his name. That's what's screwing me up. Sorry. It's the 3 L's. All right, there we go. I was going to say, how unpopular is this guy? I'm seeing these Sed Mullins rumors, and though I would happily take him here, he shouldn't be the main focus from the Orioles roster. Okay, so this is a fan of another team. Sed Mullins needs to be a fill by tomorrow night. Another Philly fan saying Sed Mullins will fix this. Philly fans are begging for Sed Mullins. And you know why? Because they know how dealing with this has worked out for them in the past. They keep beating us in trades, I feel. We got Dominguez and Soto from the Phillies last year. Now, and we also gave them Austin Hayes. Now they want Sed Mullins. I want to see somebody talk about what the hell. 34 minutes ago, Linda Whaley Johnson says, at Orioles, why is Jorge Mateo playing outfield? Where is Sed Mullins? With facepalm emoji. Phillies are reportedly locking in on Orioles Sed Mullins. Where is all this coming from? I feel like these are just Philly fans that are looking around. They need a center fielder or a guy with some speed. And they know that we're probably sellers. And they're just making up something that ain't really, a true rumor. It's just, just optimistic speculation or whatever. This guy's writing Sed Mullins to the Phillies in all caps 5 times. So yeah, Philly Nation is basically trying to take Sed away from us. Hey, it's up to us, Philly. It ain't up to you. If the Phillies and Orioles are talking, would Mick Abel and Brandon Marsh for Sed Mullins and Felix Bautista? And Felix Bautista? You're taking the mountain too? Get the hell out of here. And you want to give us back Brandon Marsh and frickin' Mick? I know he's a prospect pitcher, but come on, man. No. The answer is no. Get out of here. Brandon Marsh, actually, for me, wouldn't be a terrible replacement for Mullins as sort of a stopgap left-handed bat that can play center until Bradfield is ready. But, yeah, I need more than a prospect pitcher for the mountain. A better one, anyway. I don't know. Let me look up Mick. Let me see what his... Because he is a prospect. What is, his prospect rank? Mick Abel. Thanks for sticking around, folks. He's the 8th ranked prospect in the Philly organization and 3rd ranked pitching prospect. So he's not even their number 1 or 2 best prospect of arms. So yeah, give us one. Go up to your number 1 guy and we'll talk. All right. Even then, I'm not sure. All right, this guy, Paul Lambadakis, says, Sed Mullins is out of the lineup for the 3rd time in 4 days, and the reasoning isn't clear. The Orioles appear to be sitting him as a precaution and to freshen him after he went on the injured list twice last season. I don't get this. So this was the explanation. Yeah, Mullins was on the DL last season twice with an ab strain. But how are you in a position to just guess that you're going to prevent another ab strain injury by resting him 3 out of 4 days right now? What formula did you use to come up with that? What equation? It doesn't make sense to me. That sounds like an excuse. That sounds like the best they could come up with for a explanation. I feel like something else is going on here. Because again, even if it was a matter of rest, there were 2 situations in recent games, and tonight is the one that stands out the most because, we lost. We won the other game, so we can forgive it. But tonight, fly ball deep center field. Mateo could not play it. And there was another one to right center that Kjerstad tried to catch that I think Mullins goes out there. And if he doesn't get it, he's still a better shot at getting it, Mateo just sort of led up to allow Kjerstad to try to make that catch. In fact, this is that play right here. I'm looking at it. Yeah. You see, Kjerstad would absolutely just give way to Mullins. Even if Mullins didn't get to it, Kjerstad's like, our best shot would be for Ced to try than for me to try. Instead, with Kjerstad being the more experienced fielder, it's Mateo that kind of led up on that one hit out to right center. And yeah, so 2 plays tonight. That cost us. Late. Again, Brian Baker didn't have it. Credit to the Cardinals for pounding out a lot of hits tonight. But that was costly. I don't want to see Mateo in center field anymore. Okay, taking a look at tomorrow's matchup, folks. How you doing? This was a tough one, guys, because for a while there we were having a lot of fun. We were trailing and we were getting a little bit aggravated. And next thing you know, 3-run bomb from O'Hearn. He's on fire. We're winning the ball game. We start going to the pen and we start to get outs. And then the offense dried up and the bullpen finally coughed it up. And that's how we lost this one tonight. So coming up tomorrow, again, 6:20 will be the start of the stream. It's going to be Cade Povich against Miles Mikolas. Mikolas. I think it's Mikolas. That's a Greek name if I've ever seen one. A right-hander, 36-year-old veteran, 4-2 record, 3.51 ERA. Actually, pretty solid season from Mikolas. These are better numbers than he typically puts up. 3.5 ERA with a 1.17 whip. His last outing, he went 6 innings, gave up just 4 hits and a walk and just 1 earned run. So he put in a quality start his last start. That's what we're up against, folks. If we're going to take this series, Povich versus Mikolas tomorrow, come on out here and support the team. All right. I'm going to check and see if there's anywhere I can send you. If not, I'll sign off and go get some well-deserved breakfast after just another fantastic call by yours truly. I mean, the skills, the talent, it just continues to grow and flourish. You guys never had it so good. Oh, you people. All right, folks. I don't have anywhere to send you, so I'm out of here. Come on back tomorrow night, 6:20 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do it again. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher and the hat. Which, by the way, the hat, if memory serves, I put you on my head to start the 7th inning. Things did not really go well after I put you on tonight, the hat. I got to kind of call you out, buddy. You might need to take a break. The hat. Even the hat can have a bad night, folks. I don't know what to tell you. All right. Take it easy. See you tomorrow.